Hello, today I'm going to tell you about my first appointment with my cardiologist and how that went, and I've been learning a little bit more about POTS, so I want to talk about that too. I went to the hospital and I did take a few little clips with my phone. I didn't take my camera, but I felt really self-conscious filming, so I didn't really do much, so I'll just tell you about it now. The first thing I did was get a resting ECG done and take that to the appointment with the cardiologist, which was fine, I think. He looked at it and said it was normal, as it should be. The cardiologist asked me a lot about my ME and how long it had gone on for, what my symptoms were. He asked me to go into a great deal of detail with my dizziness and how that felt, and I was saying how it felt like the room was spinning around, or sometimes it felt like just completely drained, completely exhausted and lightheaded, that's fine. He asked me if I got palpitations, and I asked him what that actually meant, because people always say that, and I think I've even said, oh, I get palpitations, and I don't really know what that means. But he said that feeling of racing heart and getting a bit breathless, and I said, so yes, I do get that. He also asked me if I get sweaty, and I said yes. He asked me to lie down, and so he could test my heart rate and blood pressure. And so when I was lying down, my heart rate was about 80, and I don't know what my blood pressure was, but I think it was normal. And then I stood up, and my heart rate increased to about 110, and my blood pressure stayed the same. My GP had put in my referral to him that my blood pressure had increased when I stood up. So I think for POTS, if there's going to be a blood pressure change, it usually decreases. So one time my blood pressure increased and one time it stayed the same, so who knows. At the end of the appointment, he said he's going to ask me to have a 24-hour ECG and a tilt table test. So the 24-hour ECG is coming up soon, and I think I'm going to call the cardiology department again because I haven't heard about the tilt table test yet. He gave me a leaflet from a website called patient.co.uk, and the leaflet apparently has been written by POTS UK. So I'll leave links to both those places below. POTS UK is a charity that aims to spread awareness and help people with POTS. So I'm just going to read you the symptoms that this POTS leaflet lists. So dizziness or pre-syncope, which almost fainting, syncope, which is fainting, which I've never had, palpitation, headaches, brain fog, tiredness, sense of anxiety, shakiness, visual problems, gut problems, sweating, chest pain, poor sleep, purplish discoloration of skin due to blood pooling in hands or feet, and bladder problems. I think I've had nearly all of those. The cardiologist said that he thinks around a third of people with chronic fatigue syndrome might have POTS. I know that POTS can be brought on by being bedbound, so I don't know if in some cases the chronic fatigue syndrome is POTS and it's been misdiagnosed, or if one has brought on the other. Either way around, I reckon it would happen. I'm sure I've got chronic fatigue syndrome as well as POTS, if I have got POTS, which hasn't been diagnosed yet. So I think that's all I have to tell you about my first appointment with the cardiologist and the few things about POTS that I've learnt so far. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you're having a brilliant day.